They almost got it. They almost figured out the right way to do something over there at Target Field. I wouldn't say I was excited, but I was hopeful when I saw the news this afternoon that, hey, they pulled Shoemaker out of the rotation and they were starting Bailey Ober. It's like, hey, maybe they watched my video. I think that part paid off. Ober looked pretty decent, Gave up, 2 runs in 5 innings, I think. I think 7 strikeouts. He looked pretty good. Like this, I think this was his 3rd start. This was the best of them. And this is what you want to give these guys a chance. Get them out there, see what they can do. Now, they blew the lead immediately when they took him out. But, it was back and forth. It was 4-4. But then, like a cancer that you think you've gotten rid of, and then it's back. Shoemaker comes in out of the fucking bullpen. Now, I'll be fair. He pitched a scoreless 8th inning. Came in the 8th, pitched a scoreless 8th inning. Rocco couldn't just take his luck and just put it away. Hey, I got lucky. I put this disgrace of a pitcher in. I checked. First time he's even come in a relief in a game since 2015. Got totally lucky. But no, he puts him out there again for the 9th. Boom, 2 runs score. Twins lose. And look, the losses don't necessarily matter at this point because the season is already over. But shit like this is why is a big part of why the season is already over. Rocco Baldelli is a fucking idiot. I've said this many times in many formats. It shows up most prominently and most consistently in his decisions with the bullpen. Taylor Rogers pitched tonight, faced I think 1 batter, but he tries to squeeze 2 innings out of Matt Shoemaker. Why? I don't get it. Like this is even more like infuriating than just leaving him in the rotation. This is like deliberate trolling of Twins fans. If I was a paying customer at that game tonight, I would be charging the field with a pitchfork, going after Baldelli for this shit. And again, it doesn't matter at this point. The wins and losses don't matter. You can take a positive that you got a pretty good start out of a prospect pitcher, which is why you give these guys the shot, and hopefully they'll continue to give Ober some more starts. I guess my 8 is coming back in a couple days, so someone's gonna then be kicked back out of the rotation. I hope it's not Ober. I mean, fuck. I would kick Dobnak out, but we'll see. But it's I mean, how many more times do we have to see this same shit with Rocco Baldelli not knowing what to do with the bullpen? And even taking Ober out. Ober had like 73 pitches. He looked really good. Like, I don't know what his max is that he's ever thrown, like in a start or something, but come on, he looked good. Like, give him another shot, give him another inning, whatever, or give Taylor Rogers more run, or they had other bullpen options other than Shoemaker. I don't. It's like he wanted to go home. It's like, maybe I don't want to. This is a tie game late. We don't want extra innings. Maybe he's got a dinner reservation. I don't fucking know. What the hell is Rocco Baldelli? What goes through his fucking mind with these bullpen decisions? Like, what was going through his mind tonight putting Matt Shoemaker out at all? But then, after you get lucky with one scoreless inning, you throw. What do you really think you're going to get 2 scoreless innings out of this guy? I mean, the second he put a guy on base in the ninth, that should have been it right there. But even then, he doesn't do it. You know, he gave him the whole ninth. He didn't even take him out. It's like waving the white flag. I mean, again, it doesn't matter for the season because the season's already fucked. Because at least in large part, because of Baldelli. This franchise is in trouble if they keep Baldelli long term. I mean, he's safe for this year because they're not going to fire Rocco Baldelli after this year. Even if they lose 100 games, they're not going to fire him after this year. It's not going to happen. But Jesus fucking Christ, man. This is his 3rd year as a manager. It's unacceptable for him to be this stupid when it comes to something as very important as bullpen management. And people say that people always want to make the argument, it's always in defense of bad managers, that, managers, they don't really have that much influence on a game. Like, you can hold that opinion. I think that's an incorrect opinion, but if you want to say that, fine. But one thing they absolutely have a big impact on is bullpen usage. And when are you taking guys out? Who are you putting in? What situations? And Rocco is just wrong all the fucking time. And this is one of his crowning jewels. This one tonight, this Shoemaker bullshit. There's no point in hoping that they're going to jettison Shoemaker. I don't know why. He's awful. He's useless. He's utterly useless as a starter. I thought, maybe they've at least figured that part out now. But you're not going to suddenly turn him into a relief pitcher when he hasn't pitched in relief in 6 years. And you put him in there late in a tie game against, arguably one of the best teams in baseball. And then you try to get multiple innings out of him. What the fuck do you think is going to happen? You dumb, stupid, fucking idiot Baldelli. And he won't get asked any questions about it in the post-game Zoom when he'll probably still be wearing a mask for some reason. That's a whole other thing about him and his insistence on wearing the masks in the Zoom calls still. I don't know, maybe he's not doing it anymore. I haven't watched the last few games for that, but so what are they now? 24 and 38, 25 and 38, something like that. Yeah. If you want to take a positive, is Ober looked good. So, but the manager continues to look like one of the dumbest fucking people you've ever seen in a position of authority with the Twins. Yay.